SKS is one of my favorite builds for early wipe due to the fact that it has the 7.62x39 PS ammo available in unlimited quantities from Prepper level 1. It is without a doubt the best ammo for early wipe. It can easily penetrate level 4 armors, and you will rarely ever see anyone wearing higher tier armor for at least a couple of weeks after the fresh wipe. In my opinion, this is the best build for any mid-range fights you might find yourself in, and it will certainly not let you down if you come face to face with any other PMC or SCAV. Only requirement to access this gun is that you need to complete Mechanic's introduction quest, which in return unlocks Jaeger. Then you can go on and buy the OPS guest for 33,000. Before we leave, we want to buy the Dovetail mount for 5,568 rubles here. Next up, we're going to Peacekeeper level 1, where we can buy the H2 reflex sight for $241. And right underneath it, we have the Aimpoint Micro standard mount, which we also need to mount the H2 reflex sight onto the Cobra Dovetail. So we buy both of these, and then we're pretty much ready to build our gun. We just put the H2 reflex sight on the micro standard mount, and we put that on Cobra, and we can put that on the OPSKS. By default, the OPSKS has the 10-round internal magazine, but if you want, you can buy the 20-rounder magazine from Peacekeeper level 1. You can buy multiple of these if you wish. You can use 2 of them at the same raid, or 3 of them, or however many you want, but you can just load it off the top. You don't need to bring multiple magazines. You can just reload the whole magazine if you wish. But let's say if you do not have the magazine here and you just shoot it by itself, you can just reload it off the top. It takes a little longer, so you can carry 1 extra if you wish. I wouldn't carry more than 1 though. Full disclosure, I rarely use the VPO during the early wipe, but that does not mean that it's a bad choice by any means. The go-to ammunition for the VPO during the early wipe is the EKO, which is available from Jaeger level 1. It has slightly lower penetration than the SKS counterpart, but in return you get much higher damage, which will result in a faster time to kill against any level 3 armor, which everyone will be wearing during the first few days of the wipe. First, we're going to get a VPO 209 from Skier level 1 for 29,000 rubles. After that, we're going to get ourselves a Bastion Dust Cover from Skier level 1 as well. We're going to get ourselves a MRS Reflex Sight for 14,000 rubles. This is completely personal preference. If you have already played a few raids and you have found yourself any type of sight, you can just use that one. I highly recommend using whatever you have to save money, but MRS Reflex Sight is one of my go-tos for early wipe anyway in general. So that's that. Next up is the RK6 Tactical Foregrip, which we're going to buy as well, and the Rotor 43 TKM Muzzle Brake for 28,000 rubles. And before we can build the gun, we're going to go to Prepper level 1, and we're going to get our hands on the AK100 series polymer handguard for only 1,400 rubles. To build the gun, all you need to do is open up the inspection tab, you remove the thread mount, the dust cover, the rear sight, and the handguard, and then you simply put on the suppressor, you put the sight on the Bastion, and then you obviously put the Bastion on top of the VPO. You put the grip onto the handguard and you drag the handguard onto the gun, and that's it. That is your gun ready to go. Only problem with this build is that you cannot buy the 30-round magazines from level 1 traders. Best you can do is you can barter for this 30-round magazine for 1 pair of pliers at level 1 Prepper, which these are very easy to come by, or you're gonna have to buy the ribbed metal 10-round magazines. But once you have managed to get yourself Prepper level 2, you can buy either one of these magazines for fairly cheap from Prepper level 2. RFP is probably one of the most underrated guns in Escape from Tarkov. It is easy and cheap to build, and decent ammunition is once again available from Jaeger level 1. TCW SP is a great stepping stone before unlocking M80, and will easily be able to finish off your opponents from either close or long range, depending on which scope you decide to go for on any given raid. You're only going to need level 1 builds for so long, so we're going to go to Skier level 2, buy the RFB for 55,000 rubles. We're going to go to Weapon Mods at level 2 once again. And in the Mods tab, we have the Prism Scope, which is a 2.5x scope for 20,000 rubles. We're going to get ourselves that, and then right next to it is the Compact Mount Adapter for sights, which is only 1,100 rubles. And this is a simple build. We just drag the Prism onto the Compact, and then we put that on the gun, and our RFB is done. When it comes to mags, we have the 10-round magazine, which is available from Peacekeeper level 1. Then we have the 20-round magazine, which is available from Peacekeeper level 2, and the polymer 20-rounder is available from Mechanic level 2. And that completes our video, my friends. Thanks for watching. If you wouldn't mind, click the subscribe button, click the bell notifications, and as soon as the wipe goes live, I will be here streaming every single minute of it. So make sure to subscribe, my friends, and have a good day. Peace.